Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Disc Golf Examiner. Today, we're bringing you coverage from the 2021 Brent Hambrick Memorial Open out in Columbus, Ohio. I'm your host, Brian Keegan, joined today for part 3 by Brad Schick and Tony Mo Reiss. Hey, guys.
How we doing, Brian?
Mr. Keegan, how are you, buddy?
Oh, man, I am great. And I do want to say a very special thank you to all of the sponsors who made it possible for us to come out and cover this tournament this year. Camber Disc Golf Company, Nick Long, and the Columbus Flyers. And I do want to say a very special thank you as well to Dairy Queen for sponsoring the event this year. Just a fantastic time was had by all, I think. And we're going to get into the final 9 holes here, guys. So take it away.
Cool. So we are in, we played 27 holes this final round. We are in the final 9 stretch. This little hole E is a little 183 feet, tricky as can be. Sidearm most of the time for the righty, and I'm going to say Tony's going with his backhand like usual. So tough to get a 2, but it's very doable if you can sneak through this first gap.
Yeah, we had Harley throwing a Firebird there, almost on like Spike Heiser angle to get the angle.
And he's on fire right now with hitting the last 5 in a row, I think. So he's looking to continue that hot streak. Bradley, that's the problem. You get cut up early, and he could have a pretty tricky upshot from back there.
Yeah. And I am going with an ABR flippy one just on a Heiser. And I found the lucky gap, but it caught a late tree.
Interesting disc selection to not just cut something over there sharper. I like it.
And we got...
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's going to zone there.
Man.
This is going to get real tricky here. I believe that was his Raptor on a flex.
Wow, what a shot. Yeah, he's running out of time for shots like that, but that was a heck of a recovery.
So we got Bradley here about 45 with a window with a Heiser at the end. Let's see what we get here.
That's not bad. That's pretty good window there. I didn't realize he got that big gap there. There's some spots back there on the left where you're getting a lot of trouble. You got actually a pretty good window there.
Yeah, I'm in the bush. Went to a knee. Pulled out. That was a good putt,
Tony. Yeah. Nice job. Yeah, let's give him a slow-mo examination.
Held the wrist all the way through.
Mach X holding it.
The best basket out there. Always catch it. Got Harley here about 20. We're going to make that 6 in a row. He's just not letting up.
Good stuff, Harley.
And this was a great save by Cory there. He lost 2 on the last hole. He couldn't afford to lose another one. We got Bradley tapping in his par.
Well done. So we're moving out to the open now. We've got a few open holes. Hole F is 470 feet. You got some artificial OB on the right, which kind of starts with that tall grass and then loops around. The road on the left side is also out of bounds. Pretty generous OB on the right. As in years past, it usually kind of hugs that right tree line there that you can kind of see. But they're actually to the right this year. So anyhow, the Heiser shot for most of these righties, I just don't see it really, the OB coming into play.
Well, these guys like to go real far, so you have to think about there is OB long. I don't think either one of these guys knew about the OB long. So we got Harley here whipping a destroyer and hits just through the tree.
Wow.
And 470, let's throw it 480.
Good grief.
So he is inbounds.
See, that's a different game. Like, that's not, I mean, that's why they played Open and I played Masters this year.
Makes sense.
Tony.
I kind of play this one for par. I don't want anything to do with that out of bounds. I think I saw Zack Arlinghouse hit a pole or hit a sign and was OB when we were over on one of the short holes. So it definitely was in my head. That was a great shot by Bradley there, putting it to about 45. And when you have power like Cory, you just go straight hyzer.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's 3 steps, and let me put it to 480.
Wow.
That's insane.
Fantastic.
So I'm just gonna give it a little lofty bid, nothing too crazy, because this is kind of downhill. Just take my par and get out of there. We got Bradley from about 45-50. Looks, he couldn't believe
Man,
it.
he's had a couple of those. Yeah.
Yeah, he's had 3 or 4 of them that could have went either way. Got Harley here about 20 feet. Yeah, let's make it 7. Let's make it 7.
Good grief, that kid is something else.
Cory to get one back there on Bradley. That's a good hole for those guys. I'm okay with the 3.
Sure.
I don't know Bradley's disappointed there.
Mm-hmm. Everything but in. Hit a lot of chains.
Yes.
So we are on to hole G, 340 feet. And this tall grass on the right is out of bounds. And the wood line on the far left there is out of bounds. And this hole, it always seems to play farther than 340. I feel like it's a little bit uphill. I don't think people really give it credit. You will see some big spike hyzers out to the right from the right-handers. You might see some sidearms. But if you hang it out too far to the right and you don't come back in off that tall grass, it's almost essentially a re-tee because you are going out so early. So it definitely gets in your head. So I'm not surprised to see some sidearms here from Harley since he has such power. Just hang it out left and let it come back. Oh. Burn that one in the ground. Cory. Looking good. I can't tell. Yeah, that looks good.
Safe there. I'm going with the PD here. This is a pretty stock shot for me.
Nice.
And I hugged it a little close to that OB. It didn't look that close from when I threw it. And Bradley's going with a destroyer.
Yeah, I'm surprised no backhands. I thought there'd be somebody to start spike it.
Well,
but why?
the forehand's becoming a stock shot. Yeah, you have to have a forehand now to play open. So can Harley throw this in to keep the birdie streak alive?
Yep.
But it holds on. A little bit of a putt left for him, but shouldn't be an issue for him. This is a big putt for Cory. Yes, sir.
Had to have
a great shot. Here's a chance for me to gain a stroke back on Harley now that he's caught me.
Yeah, she did catch her. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, trust me, it happened so quick for me too. He just kept birdieing and birdieing. This is a great forehand by Bradley there.
Again, not a hole that's that easy, guys. I promise you, go try it. So hole H, 395. Lots of trouble. Left OB. There's a path on the right that's OB. There's a parking lot on the right that's OB. And then it does kind of come in on the backside as a kind of a loop around the basket. So there's some OB long. So lots of things to think about. And if you're throwing a fast driver, you got to really commit to it. Or if it starts to stall out, you can definitely lose it OB pretty fast. So my guess is that Cory and Bradley and these guys are probably throwing some straight fairway drivers because 400's just a buzz for them. So,
yep, this is a buzz for Cory here, and that is smushed.
It's not fair.
It really isn't. And we're going from a buzz to a cloud breaker, so we went from a mid-range to a full-speed driver for me.
A buzz to the fastest disc made on the market, probably.
Right.
Great shot, though. Great shot.
Yeah,
Hey, all you can do
thanks.
is play your game. You can't watch when you're playing with people. It's a tip for everyone. Play your game. Don't watch what
No,
they do.
this is Bradley. He is throwing a Mako. This one
No.
kind of shocked me when he pulled it out. Yeah, just finesse. It's insane.
What?
And he's just about 40 feet.
What? Why?
Right. And we got Harley throwing an eagle here. I think he's got the right speed disc for him.
It's good to see Harley sticking to his game plan. You know, he could have easily said, "Hey, I could throw a mid-range down there too," you know, but
Yeah.
maybe he got a little too
Yeah.
worried about overthrowing it.
Yeah, he just left it a little low.
That's 2 in a row that he kind of burned into the ground.
But knowing him, he's running that. So he wanted it. We got Bradley here right in that 40, 50-foot range where he's been chaining out. Not this one, though. That was a great putt.
It is
I
a
didn't know if he
big
knew the
putt because
score.
I mean, that keeps him 3 up probably because Cory's tapping his in, I'm guessing. But I'm really surprised the Mako off the tee from 400. That's just huge.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, it was a great angle, perfectly played. He said he went with it because, yeah, I guess he was having too much flip with other stuff, and he was pushing parking lots and OB, so he knows his game.
Yep. That's
So
a
I'll
good
tap
pickup
in
there.
here, and thanks. I gained another stroke on Harley. After he caught me, I got 2 back on him. That one felt good. I was joking with Cory, saying, you're out driving me with buzzes, and I'm throwing distance drivers. Maybe I should move up to Masters here.
Right. How long do you have? A few years? You're only 33, 34?
Yeah, 33. I still got 6 years, so I got to play with these guys for way too long.
Good. I'll be in Grandmasters when you move up. So, last letter hole, another huge, risky shot. It only says 325, but I feel like it plays a little longer. Lots of sidearms or backhand rollers, pretty popular. Unless you have a lot of finesse and touch with a righty backhand, you can kind of just play this inside gap. But again, another good one to get a 2 on, but usually a 3 won't hurt you too bad. But there's some big numbers on this hole. Lots of trouble coming into play if you accidentally turn a sidearm over or you don't flip your roller over. You can throw out of bounds very quickly, and you're throwing from way back there with a real tricky upshot. So I imagine 3 sidearms and a hyzer for you.
Yep, this is Cory trusting it. I believe this is a force from him. And he kind of got a straight skip on it, but he stayed in bounds.
Yeah. Okay. It looked really good off the tee. That was funky.
Yeah, he got a weird skip on it. It looked good. I'm going with a more overstable destroyer, one of those halos. I got the right skip.
Well done. Yeah, that tree on the outside there by that telephone pole just keeps scrolling out left further and further and further, and you see more and more shots just get sucked in by that pine tree. And I like that low skip shot that Bradley just threw, maybe even playing the road a little bit to get that extra distance, but he didn't really need it. That looks like it's inside circle or right on the edge.
Yeah, Bradley got a good skip there. He caught a hard pan in that ditch. There's a bunch of tall grass, and then Harley kind of sawed his off but fought through.
You don't want to get too close, then you can't get examinations.
Yeah, this is about 50, I want to say, 40, 50. Maybe inside 50.
Ooh.
He's not scared to run it, though. He's giving it confident bids.
Committed, yeah. Kid is committed to a shot. That's what I love.
Bradley right at circle's edge. Big putt here. And he just left it a little low. This is going to give Cory a chance. Gain one back with a couple holes to go.
So was Cory out on this shot, and then they just did play a like flow? Because it looks like he's much further than Bradley, unless it's just the camera angle.
So we originally thought Cory got the flare up.
Okay.
And then those two guys walked up to their discs, and then we realized that he was out.
I see.
There it is.
Good comeback,
Harley there.
Yeah. Those long comebacks haven't bit him. He just stands strong and makes them.
Yeah, he was on point with his game today. That's for sure. And
Nice
that was a
pounding,
good one to get from there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are going to tap in their pars here. So we got Bradley Williams with a 3-stroke lead over here. Yeah, everybody's about 3 away from each other. So Harley's 3 away from me. I'm 3 away from Cory.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. Hole 15. This one is a challenge as well. 315 feet. There's a low. We opened up this right side. When I say we, I mean Cory Clark, RTD. He opened up this right side to give it a more of a natural lefty kind of skip in there. We also see people go over the top, but I think with the low kind of angle cut out now, I feel like there's going to be more people taking that than trying the high kind of crash route there. So no surprise to see you throwing
exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
A little skip here. A little bit outside. Got a little skip to it. Do about circle's edge. I believe this is a zone from Cory.
Wow.
It looked perfect and caught a tree at the end.
Mm-hmm. Last one. Still putt, probably.
He still got
side.
Yep, he's just inside circle, I want to say. This is Bradley throwing his T-bird. And he hugs that inside. All 2 rounds that I've seen him play, he hugged that inside perfectly. He just caught that outside tree there.
So effortless.
He's going to have a 45-footer. And this was a gator out of Harley. And he's just coming up a little short from the corner.
That'll do for another big one. It's been like 5 minutes. Oh.
Gave it a good run. Probably about 45, 50. It's just a little low. That one, I couldn't believe that one. That one out of my hand felt the best all day. Daddy's got a line here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he just had a couple bounce out on him. So Cory could get one here on him. Maybe cut it to 2.
It's a must have. They only have this is 4 left after 3 left after this. Gotta have it.
Yeah,
got it.
Wow, let's see the reverse angle on that.
Yeah, low side chains. Harley with this comebacker here. And dead center. He is on it. Just gonna tap in. Pars. So we had 1 birdie and 3 pars. I would say that probably plays about the same.
Yeah. So just a few holes left. Hole 16. This is an old school hole. No changes, no OBs. 318 feet. The trees have definitely grown out right and left, and so, slow backhand, kind of a straight shot, maybe with a tad bit of turn, or a low lefty, or a low sidearm shot for the right-hander. Again, Tony, I'm guessing just a nice smooth backhand, and I'm expecting 3 out of the 4 birds for this hole. Got to get it.
We got Cory here going with a Raptor, believe that's that Ledgestone Raptor. Playing a little flex out the hand, just a little low.
Needs a skip. Oh, he didn't get it.
Skip.
He had about 2 feet of air.
I'm going with the rock, and I just sawed it off. And I landed in a not so fun spot. If you are early in this hole, it can get very tricky.
Yeah. It's bad.
I believe this is a 5. That looks absolutely perfect.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about 20, 25. I believe this is Harley with a Firebird.
Soft skip. Or just go in.
I think he put a pretty good move on it. So here's where I landed.
A little bit on this one.
Yeah, it's a not so fun spot. I got a very tight line I got to hit.
What do you use for the sidearm rollers?
That's it.
That is a Sidewinder.
Oh, wow. Nice touch.
Yeah, thanks. That's a big putt for Cory. Just kind of keep him in striking range for Bradley. And I think we're starting to run out of juice. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, Harley back here, where he always seems to pull out big putts in the woods, 60 feet.
I think he throws
This
it back
might be
there on
80.
purpose. He's doing it on purpose. Oh gosh. You know, I'm proud of, you know, how he's handled himself on this lead card, because I believe this is the first time he's been in this situation in such a big tournament. So it's pretty awesome to see.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said earlier, he's going to build off of this and continue to do big things. And sorry for you and Dayton, because you got to play with him more. So
No, I'm all for it, man. The kid needs
Dayton
some
disc golf's
exposure.
booming. Yeah, Dayton's
Yeah.
doing well. Great putt by
Coming up, got
Bradley
some good
to
courses.
go up 3 there. That's you know, up 3 with 2 left. It's going to be real tough for Cory to keep it going, but there's still some trouble on the last couple holes, so we'll see.
Yeah, Cory's starting to realize his time's running out.
Mm-hmm.
He needs 3 with 2 to play, but hole 18 is par 4.
Yeah.
So,
Hole 17, we got a tight gap here. There's a Mando. You have to go left of that tree, but pretty low ceiling. Slow. Yeah, it kind of depends on what angle you're going, but usually a slow fairway, or maybe even a buzz or mid or something like that to kind of cut into this left side. I actually tried to throw something fast and just get a big flare skip left, because it's tucked back in this left side. So it's not very far. It says 350, but I don't really feel like it plays that far, because the hard pin, it just kind of gets some good flare skips and slides. So we'll see.
Yeah. I believe this is a Mako out of Bradley here. And I think he's just trying to hit the gap, because I think both rounds I played with him, he did the exact same thing, just dead straight.
Man, just so
But it gives
simple.
Yeah, and it gives him a putt every time.
Tony, didn't you get an ace on this hole, round 1?
I did round 1. I hit it with a Star Destroyer with a skip. It looked good out of the hands. I kind of ran out to see what was going on. Couldn't see it. And the spotter popped her head out and said, "It's in the basket."
Oh my gosh.
So I'm throwing the
See it
same
again.
Star Destroyer here. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Just a little high, though. So I kind of kicked out. Didn't go out of bounds, but I'm in a little ditch there. Some work to do.
This is another one like on 16. If you get caught up early, it is a bogey, almost certain. I mean, it's really hard to get up and down if you get caught up early.
He hit a great shot there. He just caught that bush. So I have to go to a knee here. I'm throwing a forehand flex with a pig. I thought I threw this pretty well, but I ended up leaving it probably 30, 35 short.
Did you know you were still 3 ahead with 2 left?
Yes, I did. But
Yeah,
at that point, I wasn't trying to give anything away. I was just trying to get my
par and
pars and get out of there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a great putt.
Nice.
I actually walked back to his line after that. He had to come out on like a little bit of an anhyzer to hit that. It was a great putt for Cory. There we can see it. Just a little bit of a flex, right dead center.
Right in the heart.
So that's going to put some pressure on Bradley here.
Not
Bradley's
gonna
got it.
scare me. Good putt, Bradley.
Yeah, about 20, 25. A little sketchy on it, but it found a way. Right.
You guys are all kind of in no man's land, 3 strokes apart. It's like hard
we're
to
all
see anything big happening. So, hole 18, we have a 582 feet, I believe, 592, 82, something like that. It's left side out of bounds in the tall grass. The road is out of bounds. And basically, you're just looking for a big, safe drive in the middle. There's almost always wind on this hole, but again, today was pretty calm, relatively calm. Nothing, it was just too hot to be windy, I think. It was about 95 degrees. But this green can get a little squirrely on the upshots if you don't get a good drive off. So par 4, but 3-stroke swings, it's looking like it's kind of a done deal for most of these guys. So we'll see.
Yeah. Bradley's just trying to throw something. Keep it straight. Don't go out of bounds. He kept it low and in bounds. That was it. Now, Cory,
ultra safe.
He's going for the 2. He is going for the 2. And that is smashed.
Oh, gosh. Go, baby. Wow.
Yeah. 80, 90 feet for 2.
That's fun.
I'm just trying to land in the middle of the fairway a little bit farther than Bradley. We held it out, but that will work.
Good shot. Smart play.
And Harley just wants to show a little bit of distance, so he's going to crash. And he's put a move on it.
Oh, no.
So we actually had Joel. Thanks for Joel came back and told us that he did kind of come around and hit that dirt right there, so he did get his spot.
That's nice. It did look like it crossed to me too, so I'm glad that there was somebody up there.
Yeah. And Bradley just playing it smart, right up there, right at circle's edge. There's a little bit of awkward footing here. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. It's kind of on a little bit of a hill. I'm going with the putter. Just going to rip it hard. Just kind of stabled out on me, but it's not bad.
It's not bad. 25, 24 feet probably.
All right, yeah. And Harley's probably 125 out. And we're going to a jump putt here into a headwind.
Jeez. No! Unbelievable.
We all
I guess we'll just take a drop in par. Come on, Cory. Finish with the eagle.
Yeah, he's about 80, 90 out. Apply a little more pressure on that layup for Bradley. He knew it out of his hand.
Yeah.
Bradley's just going to lay up here.
Good tournament for Bradley. Just super smooth. Never really got rattled at all as Cory got close. He just put the pedal back down again. So solid play, and congrats to him for getting the W. He's been here so many times, and knew it was coming sooner or later. Good showing by himself.
It's good to see him get one.
Yeah, and Cory's gonna be back here many more times, and I feel like his name will be on that big trophy here soon enough. And Harley,
Yeah,
I can't.
his time is coming.
Yeah, can't say enough good things about Harley. It was fun to watch. Congrats to him, and hopefully he picks up a lot of new fans after they get to see him on this. So.
Yeah, I
Yes,
told
sir.
him that I was very excited to get to cover him and get to show this round to everybody for him, because he's just an outstanding player. Blown away completely. Now, Brad and Tony, before we head out, is there anything you guys want to say? Any sponsors you want to plug? Anything like that?
I just want to thank the Columbus community. I mean, the course looked great. I know they put in long, hard work on that course, and everything they do it makes it a super smooth tournament to always come to. So I just want to thank the Columbus community.
Thanks, Tony. And yeah, I would echo that. Big thanks to Cory and the Columbus Flyers crew. Dairy Queen was a huge support of ours, as always. Brian, thank you for coming. You've been here multiple times, and it's always a great honor for you to come and record and do the things that you do. So thanks to your small crew of 2 for making the trip over. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was absolutely our pleasure. We love coming out there, and I'm excited because this was the first year that we actually got to do video at this course. It's usually we come out and we do alum or whatever the case is, but really excited to do this particular course because it was new for me. I want to say a very special thank you to the Columbus Flyers Club for sponsoring us to be out there, as well as Nick Long, who's just a fan. He's a guy that watched some of our disc golf videos and over the years has really supported us. So I do want to say a very special thank you to Nick, and he's a member of the Columbus community. He's been trying to get us out there since before
He's a great
COVID.
guy.
Yeah, really. And also we want to thank Camber Disc Golf Company. They make our hats for us, and whenever we do apparel and things like that, and they help sponsor us to get out there as well. So thank you to them, and click the link if you want to see any of their stuff. They have great merchandise. So that's going to do it for us, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, keep banging those chains.
Chains.